Hello friends, welcome to SATI Learning. In today's lab, we will learn what is Docker and how to install Docker in Windows OS and how to create a container in Docker and how to our application in Docker actually. So now we will go to the Docker installation guide. So there is a link provided by the Docker. So we will open in Chrome and we will install the Docker in my desktop. So now I am installing the Docker. So there are two versions are available. So we can install the standard version or Edge version based on our requirement. So I have installed Edge version in my operating system. I am using Windows 7 OS. So I am installing the software. So it's downloading the packages. It will take maximum 5 minutes. So when it's taking a time, I will pause the video and I will resume. So we can create a shortcut in our desktop. So it's unpackaging the files. So I'm installing the version 2.0. So I have paused the video and I resumed. So installation is succeeded. It took me around 5 minutes for me to complete the installation. So let me open the Docker from my desktop. So it's taking time to load the Docker software. So like we can see, like when we are opening the Docker, it's saying like no container is running. So this Docker itself provided the help document, help steps to install the sample container. So the next step is to create a Docker ID and password. So we need to register our Docker in Docker website. So for example, like when we are using the Azure, so we'll create a Azure account, right? So like that we need to create a Docker sign up. So I have already created the account. So just I'm trying to give you the demo like how to create a Docker account. Just we need to provide one unique Docker ID and we need to provide our email ID and we can create a password with a strong one and we need to register. So once the registration is done, we need to go to the email and verify the Docker ID. So once it's done, we can log into the Docker in our desktop. So we need to provide the Docker ID and the password. So we should not forget the Docker ID. So this is the first step actually. First step is the cloning the Git repository. So I'm going to the Git repository. So we have the flavors of Linux, Mac and Windows. So I'm installing in the Windows flavor. So I already installed in Windows machine. So I'm not reinstalling now. So I'm skipping this step. So so if you see here, like left side we are getting the steps and right side we have the console. So I'm running the clone repository. So it's running now. It's completed. So the next step is build the image. So I'm just clicking the arrow button. So it will build the image. It will take few minutes. So it will take some time, so let's wait for the build to complete. So it's downloading the packages from the Docker. So it's very self-explanatory. Just we need to follow the steps. So we will go to the next step. So next step is to run the first container. So I'm deploying the first container. So this is to ensure we can skip this actually, but this is to ensure our Docker is successfully installed in our desktop. So better we will run the steps suggested by the Docker. So the next step is to save and share the image. So it's about to complete. So give you the background. So we will have the operating system. So in the operating system, we will have the virtual machine. So in the top of virtual machine, we will have the container. In the top of container, we will have the Docker. So in the Docker, we will have the applications. So actually in a virtual machine, like we can have only one the server running actually. So but in Docker we can install multiple containers running in parallel. So in different port we can configure. So but defaultly it will configure the port number 80. So but when we are configuring port number 80 in two different applications, so we can run both the servers in parallel. So this is the settings actually, like we can start the Docker whenever we are rebooting the desktop. So I will disable it because like I'm not using this on day-to-day basis. So just I created this for training purpose. So we can enable the Kubernetes also, and this is the place like where we can restart the Docker, and we can do the diagnostic, and we can format the to default settings. So this is the option, like we can log out actually from the Docker, and we can configure some other ID if we have. So now if you see, like, only the Docker tutorial is installed in port number 80. So this is the log actually, and we can inspect also, and we can run the statistics. So what is the memory usage, and the networking usage, and disk usage. So this is the local host, just I have given the local host in my browser, so it's open the default page. So now we will go to the link provided by the Docker, and we will install our new application, and defaultly it will load the index.html. So we will create our new HTML file, and we'll test our application is running successfully or not. So we need to use the PowerShell, but we should not use PowerShell ISE. So I'm opening in administration mode. So like there won't be any problem actually. So we'll get all the access. I'm checking the Docker version. Yes, we got the Docker version. So it means the Docker is installed successfully, and our machine able to recognize the Docker. So I am installing the Hello World container in local environment. So it will pull the Hello World application from the Docker. So actually this Hello World is inside the GitHub repository. So that's why, like, in the installation step we need to install the GitHub software. So they are providing the help commands also. We can go and check so what are the containers installed in our Docker. So we are getting the Hello World. So this will list only the active containers. So we have the default one installed during the Docker installation, and Hello World. So now let's install the operating system. Actually, like, the Docker is in the Windows platform, but the Docker web servers will be working on the Unix platform actually. So we need to install the Unix platform within Docker. So it will take few minutes. So now we can see, like, we have logged into the root directory, so we can run all the Unix scripts here. So now we can see the host name. So we are getting the different host name. This is not the our desktop actually. So now I exit from the Unix system. So now I'm back to the PowerShell mode. So now we will see, like, what are the containers available. So now we are getting the Ubuntu Unix server also. So now let's install our web application. So I'm installing the web application. So we need to get the welcome page. So hopefully we will not get that welcome page, because like we are already running the hello world in port 80. So we need to stop the hello world. So I will provide a demo how to do that. So using the script also we can do, otherwise we can go to the Docker and we can stop and start. It's completed. So now we will open the local host. So let's see what is the default page we are getting. So we are getting the default page of the hello world actually. So we are not getting the default page of our web server. So now let's go and see like how to change this. So now we are getting the Docker tutorial. See, like you can see like Docker tutorial is in green mode. So it means like Docker tutorial is running. So that's why like our local host is pointed to the tutorial. So we need to stop this server. I stopped it. So now I will stop our web server. So now I'm starting the web server. So we can open a new browser. Now we got the welcome page. So now see like how to create our own files and upload to the web server. So I'm going through one by one. So here we will get all the options actually, like log, stop, start, and open a new browser. So Docker provided all the options. So let me explore the options available. So now we can see like our web server is running. So we need to edit actually. So now I have added one new page, welcome page. So we will get the CLI tool. So here we can go to the HTML path and we can create our new HTML files, CSS files. We can upload images. So we can do all the research here for the development activities. So I'm moving to the HTML folder. So like we can see like index.html and welcome.html. So now I will try to create one more HTML. So I will give you the demo. So this is the HTML, like I have used the cat command. So we can edit the index.html. Otherwise, like we can create our new HTML. So I am going to the help welcome.html. Yeah, it's working fine. So now I will tell you like how to create a new file. So I'm giving hello, and I'm changing the file name. So like, so there will be some typo in my file name. So the file name is created, and I'm checking the file is created successfully or not. So we will use the cat command. Yeah, it's up. So now we will go to the web server and check the hello.html is up running or not. Yes. So like, welcome to Docker SAT learning hello HTML. So this is the way like we can install the Docker in our desktop, and we can create our application. So now we can see like 4 containers are running actually. So in this option, like we can go and stop the container, or like start the container. So from this container we can push or pull our web application to the Azure cloud actually. So I will give you the demo in some other video. So thanks for watching my YouTube channel. Please subscribe and support us, and share with your friends. So if there is any comments, please let me know. I will answer you.